There we go.
Blackness.
Same.
It's working. It's working on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, see, my face is up.
Fine.
It should be showing up shortly for you.
There we go.
Hey, we're here.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hi. Welcome back to Ithaca. We're coming back. We beat up some scorpions. We left one to feast. A lot of our people have contracted some poor eyesight. Well, good eyesight that'll deteriorate incredibly over time. 30 days. Yeah, we hear rumors that Kai's mother might know a thing or two. But we will see what exactly that entails. But nonetheless, did we leave off on a rest and everyone started getting blinded or something?
We left off after a game of rock skipping.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Do y'all just want to start with the next day then?
Sure.
Sure.
All right, cool beans.
Drinking tea. Doesn't taste great. Where are my tea rations? Wait. Okay.
What does that mean?
For a second, I was thinking, I forgot you don't really have access to my character sheet, and I was like, if Adrian went in and stole my tea rations, things could get interesting.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
That is true. I have stolen before.
Except you discovered last week that my Roll20 page is blank.
Yeah. Why is
That's
this...
my hack. You can never steal from me.
Did they update Roll20?
I think so because all of a sudden I have an assets tab
Well, it's just
for
like
the art library.
Oh, is that what that is?
my chat wheel for y'all is much smaller than it was before, so I'm gonna edit that, mess with that in a second. But yeah,
Right,
it's
so
the next
can
morning.
we
You'll have
see this then.
it's too low.
All right, it was a test. It's boobies.
I see it. They'll see it in a bit.
The best.
No.
Yep, and here we have Dave, the grown-up of the group.
You can never be too old for boobies.
All right. Censor that, Dave. This is a family-friendly game. I don't think so. I didn't plan for my whole family to watch me.
Neither did I.
But yeah, we have, I think, like a day's worth left in travel. But Kai, have you already convinced or talked to them about that situation? If I'm
The caravan folk. I believe I would have made an attempt to.
all right. Okay. Y'all tell me what y'all decide on where y'all going. I'll have David. David. Yeah. Take you wherever, unless David has a different idea of what's supposed to be happening.
Yeah, I mean, after all, we are on David's payroll.
Exactly.
We're trying to convince him to detour. Is that where we're at?
I think that's where we're at right now, yeah.
Believe so, yes.
Take it away, Kai.
Pardon me, David. I'm certain that at this point you're aware of the sparkle both in your eye and in the eyes of your boys, as you have said.
I love my boys, yes. Yes, they do have a bit of a sparkle, and if you're saying I have a sparkle in my eye, well, I think that says more than you than me.
That no, it's literal. It's a literal sparkle, I'm afraid. David, this isn't good.
What do you mean?
A few nights ago, I'm going to be deathly honest with you, David, and well, going to need you to not freak out about this. A few nights ago, Ismark, the elderly man with us, I don't entirely know what he found, but well, he found something and placed a curse upon him. A curse that spreads quickly as soon as you look someone in the eye. In fact, if you look close, I believe I have the sparkle as well. From what I've been told, this curse will allow you to have a glimpse into a possible future, but at the same time, within a month, you will go completely blind.
This sounds horrible.
Indeed.
What if my boys?
What of your boys, indeed? You do wish to continue seeing them, yes?
The little tear starts to well up in the corner of his eye. Of course!
David, I know someone who might be able to cure this curse. And they're close to where we're heading. We just need to make a small detour.
What are we waiting for? Let's go save my boys!
Certainly.
Go ahead and roll me, what's it called?
Persuasion?
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh, lovely. It's be a 21.
Okay. It's like, I was gonna dock your pay, but you know what? You're looking out for me.
I want you to continue to see your boys. I know how you love them.
Alright. Alright then. That's what I want to do. Okay, so y'all have successfully convinced without docking pay with this actual travel time because Kai's sensibility and know-how of what's to come has assisted y'all immensely. Let's see. Is everyone awake and ready to go?
Yep.
Believe I
Oui.
am.
Hui. Alright, cool.
Oui, mon capitaine.
Alright, so y'all head there. It's going to take half the day to reach Kai's old abode. Kai, what are you thinking as you approach this place that has been almost long forgotten to you? Yeah, what's going on inside your head?
It's been far too long. It's been far too long. Outwardly, Kai almost seems wistful about this place. They haven't been here in years, but it's something that they knew they would have to come back to at some point.
All right, and just to mark, does everybody have the shining in their eyes, or is it only most of y'all? I know all the crew does.
Yeah, I think the caravan does, but I think it's still just Kai and Ismark.
As for players, it is still just Kai and Ismark.
Gotcha. Okay, just double check.
Yeah, Cadmus has been very adamant, even when David tried to make him look at her boys. Or
Look
his
at my
boys.
boys.
My beautiful, beautiful boys.
All right, sounds good.
That was the only time throughout the entire campaign that Cadmus will ever beat somebody at a strength skill.
Yeah. Okay. So, as y'all two are, let's see. as y'all kind of roll in, it's your home is just kind of like out in the a little bit out of the ways. It was just something y'all could afford back then, and yeah, it's just it seems like from what you can tell, it's just her there in the house. You see a bit of a light on the porch, and yeah.
Kai, is this like your mother?
Yes, this is my biological mother.
You seem a little bit like nervous.
I've told you it's been at least 2 years since the last time I've seen her, correct?
Oh,
No, you hadn't mentioned that.
yeah, I'm sure you said something.
I've
Just
I haven't seen her in so long in order to keep her safe. The the band I used to be with, they housed us. I don't know if they'd be willing to do any other sort of favors. They're not the kindest of people.
so did you leave on bad terms then with your mother?
No, no, not with my mother.
Okay. I'm sure she'll be very excited to see you then.
I, I sincerely hope so.
I just realized that me muting on Discord doesn't mean that the viewers can't hear this little baby dog chew up a toy. All right. Oh my god! Just right when I start again. Let's see. All right. Who's
So
up? Go ahead.
are you close with your mother?
Quite. It's been a while, but we have kept in touch. I still have one of her letters here on me.
I'm actually gonna put her up real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah, you're good. Take your time.
And your mother like studies the occult or something? Why is it you think she might
Um,
know about this kind of stuff?
Folklore. She always had an interest in folklore.
I see. Okay. Sure.
When I was very young, she used to tell me a tale of what I believe to be the very curse afflicting us.
Oh, okay.
I've
Interesting.
it it's been too long since I've heard the tale, but I don't know, my gut's telling me that if she knows of the curse, she might know of a cure.
Well, let's hope
Well,
things
it's
could get
worth a
real
try.
interesting.
I mean, what's the worst that happens? We went a little bit out of our way.
Quite
That's all.
But if the whole village were to go blinds, though, I've been told my voice sounds skinny.
interesting.
Yes.
Ismark,
Hmm.
all due respect, you were told that by a pack of liars.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you're right. All good fun, I'm sure. Sure,
Oh man.
nobody's picking on old Ismark.
Hello.
Well, to be fair, the way you're going right now, anybody who does try to pick on you in the future is gonna turn into a fried biscuit right quick.
It might be a nasty shock for them.
Oh no, are we getting into one-liners and quips?
I'm gonna go right in the back of the caravan.
That was the only one. That was the only one I've got.
For now.
So y'all are currently kind of right outside, and I'm going to. No one comes out to greet you or anything at all. It seems like potentially there's someone there, maybe not, but from at this point, someone left the light on, so there is somebody here.
I will go up and knock on the door.
All right. Knock, knock, knock. You wait like 4 seconds, and you just feel like an eternity as you start to hear a creaking of wood as someone approaches the door. And yeah, the door opens and you see her.
No, Mum.
And kind of grabs you and hugs you and kind of like pulls you back and kind of like brushes her thumb across the cheek like, you good? You eating well?
I'm eating better than I have in a while. Yes, Mother.
Okay. Who looks behind you? Who's this company?
Oh, these are my friends.
Huh.
Would you like to
Morning, man.
introduce yourselves?
Yeah. Come in. I don't have much, but I'll see what I can do.
It's all right, Mother.
Is it's tea all right?
Quite.
Okay.
And maybe like if you were to have any biscuits or cookies.
We got a few, yeah. Don't eat much. My just with me here. You see a little bit of a choke back as she says that and kind of walks to the kitchen. Very nice home indeed. Furnished with enough to get by for sure. And not much for company, but enough to hold a family.
Are there signs of siblings?
Kai, I forgot. Did you have siblings?
No, I
No.
was an only child.
Okay. But yeah. What are your parents?
Pardon me. It's been a moment since I've written it out. I have to go back into our logs and find it.
Yes. I just didn't want to reverse any canon was written.
Oh, you're perfectly fine.
While we wait, you see that a whole bunch of like she kind of ushers you all to the living room where there's a small like coffee table. And is everybody coming in?
Except for Bella, it sounds like.
Gotcha. Okay, and she kind of pours out this tea, and she's like, "Well, it's my own special blend. Tell me what you think."
Is it still the same from what you used to make?
Well, one of them's out of season, so it's not completely the same. But it's what I got. It's close enough until a couple months pass, and then we'll have enough.
I'm sure it will be lovely.
Okay. The woman before you is a human. All right. But yeah, and she wants to ask a lot of things, but because there is mixed company of different individuals that she doesn't quite know, you see that her tongue is kind of like held.
Does Ismark
Why do you-
pick up on it?
Ismark, roll me a con save to see if you're too interested in finding out if other people's biscuits are up for grabs.
Save. Oh, I'm good at these. Nope, not that good.
Uh,
A 10.
oh,
Strong
you have
10.
a +6. Damn. You see that. I think. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong, Kai. Kai, you're kind of like also anxious. Well,
Oh, quite.
so your cookie's untouched. tea also probably a touch this weird vibe across the table between y'all two. But eventually she comes and says, what brings you?
Mother, do you remember? I know you've told me many stories throughout the years. Do you remember the one about the Oracle's curse?
You mean that, lullaby?
Yes, that very one.
Yeah, I used to sing it to you when you were younger. What about it?
I know no mother wants to hear that their own child is afflicted with something like this, but well, myself and Ismark and I'm afraid most of my caravan have it.
So, you see that she's puzzled, because she did not believe that it was just something that was passed on from generations. And she just says, what do you mean? And she, at one point, had also caught it while you were talking.
Of course. And Ismark, what exactly happened? How did you get it?
Respectful nod towards the lady of the house. There was a seat atop of, I think the locals refer to it as Ponderer's Peak, I believe. It was surrounded by like a magical aura. Kind of looks like dragonflies around, but not. When I sat upon it, I had visions. I looked towards Ithaca and saw what Ithaca once was, or perhaps will be. Uh, and when I returned to my companions, Kai especially noticed that my eyes had a twinkle to them, and shortly after, Kai also had a twinkle in their eyes. And we've since, I since passed it along to several members of the merchant caravan as well.
Oh dear. This is quite troubling. Give me one moment, and she walks away to kind of find some sort of. She goes to like the shelves and looks through her books. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to let the dogs back in. Sorry.
That's good.
You're good. Take your time.
Kai,
Hmm?
would you like it if we left?
No, I think I'd prefer the rest of you to be here right now.
Okay, just give the signal if you want us to clear out of here, and
All right.
I'll like pretend to pass gas or something.
All right.
Or you can just make the shovel. Or you can just make the symbol shove off.
Also, it probably wouldn't be pretend. I've been feeling a little rumbly.
Hmm.
All right.
Ismark,
Yeah.
you've already farted twice. I've used prestidigitation to make the smell go away.
Nope. That must have been the crab.
She doesn't fart.
You don't know that. I've read things.
Actually, I do. I kind of created this form for her.
Mm. Well, it's not healthy to hold these things in.
All right.
Welcome back, voice in
Thank
my head.
you.
We were just talking about farts while you were gone.
You're fucking really. I don't put it past y'all. I will tell you that. Oh, you know what? That's why. It's zoomed in. Anyways, I'll fix that later.
All right.
Um, There's like this kind of book of like written nursery rhymes from a time ago. You see the pages are kind of yellowed and worn on the side where the corners are dulled. And oh shit, Diana's right here. Sorry. Diana, no! I
And
can't
the
hear
dog
anything
comes out
now.
of nowhere.
Thanks, Diana. Alright, I'm back.
The dog comes out of nowhere.
She came out of nowhere.
Oh man.
You see that? She's like, yeah, right here, and she kind of retells the poem as the poem talks of, or quote unquote, the nursery rhyme talks of seeing outwards and seeing the future and seeing the what could be and what can be, but first one must also look inwards. Gosh darn it. Thank you. One shall look inwards in order to see what must be done for oneself now. It's like, this is all I know about it. It was just a rhyme.
Just a rhyme. One must look inwards.
For what must be done now. And the first half of it was talking about glimpses of what could be.
Correct. Yes.
Admus, what do you make of this?
I'm not entirely sure, but does it say anything in there about how to remove the curse?
Not specifically.
Unless the looking inward is the cure.
Yeah. I mean, that seems like part of it, but I mean, does one just self-reflect or like...
No, curses are never that simple.
Well, what do you think, son? Or
It's all right,
offspring?
mother.
Help me out, Paige.
Child.
Thank you. Child.
I don't know. If it were introspection, I'm not sure about Ismark, but I feel like the sparkle would already be gone for me.
I mean, there is, dual meanings in these things. So
Of course.
it could be both at the same time of whatever it also means.
Of course. Must look inward for what to do now.
Do we, like, cut ourselves open? I don't know.
Oh heavens, no. I sincerely hope not.
Sometimes when I look inward, I hear voices.
Oh dear.
Oh, kidding.
Well, I mean, that could mean a lot of things. So it still seems to feel a solemn point. Yeah. Voices isn't the weirdest thing that's happened out here.
DM, can I roll an insight check on Ismark when he said kidding? Because I don't know if he's talked to us about that.
I don't know. I mean, sure.
I think he has.
Have you?
I feel like he has.
I think so.
Okay, I'm just trying not to metagame, so.
It was more of not to terribly alarm Kai's darling mother.
All right. If he's talked about it to us, never mind.
Well, maybe should we all kind of, circle up, hold hands, and spend a minute, looking within ourselves?
Potentially.
Gris starts grabbing hands.
Just
Do we need to get the crew?
a moment. What?
No.
Cadmus pulls out his notebook. Would you mind repeating the what it says in the book? I would like to write it down that way I can study the precise wording.
All right. You want precise wording?
Gimme.
Yes, this version better be the exact same as how you said it 5 minutes ago.
I said I described a version. If you give me 5 minutes, I can write it out.
She's
Okay.
got a book in
I'm
front
good
of
with
her.
this.
All
I'm
right,
good
cool.
with this.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna mute myself. Give me a second.
You're perfectly fine. Take your time.
Look, man, this is what I do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Ismark would just be scratching his head right now. So. Or comparing it to some gruesome curse from Barovia.
Honestly, you'd probably be bringing up stories about, oh well, this reminds me of the time that.
Yeah. There was that one lad whose head exploded after they stole the knife from the old graveyard. Krezek.
Ismark, what kind of fucking place did you come from?
Then there was that gal who had boils pop up all over her skin. That was a tough one.
You
Let
know,
me
this
tell you,
curse
you
on-
wanted to be clear of the splash zone, has it?
the oracle's curse almost seems light and soft compared to these.
Hey,
Sure, yeah.
Ismark, did you grow up quite literally in the Nine Hills?
No, I did not. Not the Nine Hells. No. It's a
Somewhere
lot
equivalent then?
It's a lot warmer there.
Somewhere equivalent then?
Um, when I've been to both, I'll let you know.
All right. And then he just mutters to Kai. Based on what he's told us so far, I think he'd think of the Nine Hills as a vacation spot.
Quite possible. Quite possible indeed.
At least the upper levels. What kind of people live in a place like that?
Apparently, people such as Ismark.
If I live there, I just leave. By the way, I just noticed, where'd Shaggy go? And Bella?
Are they out? Where are they? I don't think they even came in. Yeah.
If I know Bella, she's out hunting.
Shaggy and Bella scene. Go.
Alright, you two. RP, let's go.
Sing is quiet. True.
And scene. There we go. Great RP, everybody.
True,
Great
true.
RP.
I like the picture. It is them just like silently hunting, but it's like very, very. They're bonding somehow. There's a lot going on.
what I'm imagining is like when we actually start to get worried, it's just like, all right, they've been out there a while. Are we sure there's still a lot?
That was my other thought. Just like
Empire.
cut to epic battle with the two of them.
All right, guys, we took down a T-Rex. Who's hungry?
It's like meat's back on the menu.
Which happens to be my anchor quotes to find my orc voice.
It's a great one.
Okay, Dave. Now you have me curious.
Is what Ginger just said.
No,
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
no, I'm curious about your orc voice. I want to hear it.
Oh, it's probably not that different than Ismark, actually. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah, it's a bit more gravelly.
Yeah.
Oh god, try doing a character like that talking for 3 hours straight.
Yeah, I played an orc in one of our one shots, and it would have been tough to go for a campaign. That's for sure.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm sure they do want to meet her, but I mean, they also they're a bit more of the wilderness types. So probably just getting some good hunting in while it's early.
Kai, are you gonna eat that?
It's more.
Oh, the biscuit?
Huh?
Oh, you can have it as well.
Do you know if your mother has any honey?
She does. She does.
Okay.
Cadmus takes his biscuit that he hasn't eaten yet, and it's just been like kind of pushing back and forth between his hands, and kind of pulls it a little bit closer to him.
I'm not willing to have this biscuit mooched. I'm not willing to have this biscuit mooched.
Just like, I'm going to eat it eventually.
Adrian Shakespeare over here.
It's almost done. I'm on my third verse.
Iambic pentameter.
I think I am kind of
Okay.
reading it like that, but it's not very good.
Everyone must start somewhere.
I told one of my students to read The Hobbit, and I forgot that there's like pages and pages in The Hobbit of just like songs.
I love that. I love that.
And this freshman was like, "What is all this?" I'm like, "Oh, like it's okay if you just skip this."
All right, I did it. I think this is good enough. Okay.
Woo!
Ah, there it is. I just found it. Those who look for the future, who want to grow and mature, will find the answer at the top, but beware share for beware and stare, for your eyes might pop. The sight of the future will be given, the movement of others and buildings less hidden. Beware the sight that may be past, and hope that you find yourself at last. Inward one must look to find what they mistook, the thing they want to change the most, and stare into the eyes of the host. I'll send a picture and put it in chat.
Thank
you.
you. Also, that was legit. That was awesome. Worth the
That
wait.
is awesome.
Lovely.
Yikes.
You'll be able to find that in a DM's Guild supplement coming to you soon.
Yes. Send that to y'all.
By soon, I mean like not super soon.
Yeah, it's just gonna be dropped into Ithaca Intrigue. There we go. There we go. Did it send?
Yes,
Alright, cool. I
you have the handwriting of an angel.
and by
It's
angel they broke their hand.
I mean, it's better than mine.
Same.
Dang. Thanks. It only took some time and some thought. It doesn't take much, to be honest. I just need to put my mind to it.
That's right, baby.
Alright. But yeah, I hope this gives some insight, because I didn't want to give you the answers. This is like the puzzle. Welcome to the puzzle episode.
Oh,
It's
no.
about the curse. Who needs magic when you got puzzles? All right. Ask me some questions, and I'll try my best to answer in character. But yes, Alex, you make a good point. Music. Once I get like buttons for the music, so I can turn it off and on. Because I don't want something to go off and then me mess something up. But yeah, I have a couple songs that I commissioned.
Lovely.
But I want it to go on a loop. And for some reason, the sound's kind of a little corrupted for some reason. So I'm kind of concerned. Oh, there we go. I put them back in. Commissioned, yes. I got a music guy. Name David Puga.
Good name.
And yeah, he's on my newest episode of Dungeons and Degrees.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he did the music for the theme song for this, for that podcast, as well. And I asked him, hey, I need some battle music, please. So I have some battle music, and it's one of them is the song that starts at the very beginning of the stream. Yeah, pretty good. Takes some time for sure, but like he's got other projects going on, so I don't mind the wait, especially for the price of $50. Don't mind it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Any questions, y'all? Or would you like me to describe Shaggy and Bella's hunt?
Yes.
JJ? Semi?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You want me to describe it?
Sure.
All right. So, y'all head out with your 17, right? With your survival check? Or was that 17 plus 1? 17 plus 1. All right. And are you hunting for anything in particular? Are you checking out the surrounding areas for traps or hidden objects? What exactly are you looking for?
Just something to hunt and bring back for dinner.
For Din Din. With your aerial kind of ability to see super far away, there is a clearing to the east. It's kind of it's a larger pool of water that pours from the top of Ponderous Peak that will eventually go down to Chantel Lake. So there's a small pond here. So there's fish. There's potentially you can do some trapping for some wildlife. Because as of right now, y'all are kind of in a secluded area of what's it called? Of this area, secluded
Region?
area. Thank you, region. That's a better word. Yeah. So what kind of What kind of meat? What kind of meat's on the menu? What are we looking for?
I guess red meat. That would be
Red meat? Hell yeah.
easier to feed a whole army with. But
All right.
fish.
Fish. That might take some time for sure. Okay. With your 18, I'll say that you are able to kind of track down without making too much noise because you're just gliding on the air. A kind of a large stag. There's two of them. Are you gonna go talk to JJ or Shaggy? Bring him along, or are you gonna try to take this out by yourself?
I'm confident in my own ability to hunt. I've been doing this my entire life.
All right. Roll me an attack. Hunt this thing down.
Okay. Okay, maybe not. I'm getting a
We're
little
2 on the
ahead of
die.
myself.
Aerial combat is, you've been doing it for a while, but sometimes in different areas, it's not as straightforward. You shoot and miss this stag, and it starts to like run off. Go ahead and roll me 2 more attacks.
Jeez.
All right. Roll me damage for that second one. Hell yeah. Your first 2 arrows, not the best. The stag apparently knows its way around this foresty area and is jumping between trees. You're shooting and hitting like right on a branch, like the small outlook of a branch. Like you could have gotten him then, but it doesn't work out. But with your there's a clearing, a fatal mistake for the stag, and you pierce it. Yeah, there you go. First kill of the day. And now you have to bring it back or clean it up or whatever you're going to do.
I imagine I could carry the whole thing back.
Hell
Or
yeah.
at least drag it.
Gotcha. And Shaggy, in the distance, you just hear a kind of like a whimper and a whine of something like far away, and just hear. And moments later, you see Bella dragging the stag.
Contemplative head nod of approval. I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I know what I would have wanted to change.
Where's the thing? Change. Oh, oneself.
The thing they want to change the most. I know mine. I'd have wanted to have been able to protect my father, keep my father from dying. So. I don't know what to do with it, but I'm quite certain that it is what I would want to change the most. If I had the power, the abilities to help more, I think my father very well could still be living now and have been continuing his trustworthy and efficient leadership of our village, our people. I don't know what to do with that though.
Okay. Well, I think you've got like the first part, but stare into the eyes of the host.
Yeah, I sure hope that's not my father because he's
buried somewhere I'm not sure I could even get right now if I wanted.
Well, I mean, this is inward change, right? This wouldn't have to deal with like staring at the person you want to change for, because in the end,
My own eyes.
I think so.
Does anyone have a mirror?
Or a polished, metal.
I've got the silver dagger here.
Is it, shiny like, where I could maybe...
It's the one we got off of your old associate that's shiny as ever.
Okay, yeah, do you mind?
Go ahead.
I kinda... Should this feels like something private. I'm gonna step outside.
All right.
Just a step or two outside the door.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm picturing a cute porch.
Yes, yeah, I would too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Whoever commissions this art piece, it's cute. It's cute.
Cute porch rocking chair. As Ismark kind of fiddles the blade, he's gonna kind of be mumbling to himself. Inward one must look to find what they mistook, the thing they want to change the most. Stare into the eyes of the host. He's gonna pull back the veil that he was keeping over his eyes and stare into his own eyes in the dagger's reflection and think about being too weak or lacking the power to help his father with the ever encroaching attacks of wolves and zombies and other things that eventually drove to give out.
So what does that change look like in your character? Like, what does the future hold? As well as what do you change now?
Well, I think what Ismark sees, if like there was an alternate reality where he was powerful enough to help his father, would be Ismark with wind gusting around him off, the ground above his house, throwing lightning down upon the creatures of the night being their his childhood home and harassing his family. A lot of the powers that he's found himself now having that he didn't have when he needed them most.
With that being the past, though, why keep going? What's striving to make this change continue?
Ismark reflects on all the horrible things he witnessed, and so many of them he could do nothing about, and now he can, and he sees faces of travelers outside of that he was able to save from wolf attacks, and his friends that he's begun to travel with recently, and his attempts to help keep them safe, and just kind of offering protection and safety to anyone around him from dark-hearted creatures that made his life a living hell for so long.
All right. You see, as you stare into this reflection of your eyes, you see that even though you don't move your eyes, you see like a kindness, like a softening up of the reflection. And you start to see that the sparkling starts to go away in the reflection.
Ismark will like continue to concentrate on his eyes to see if it like over time fully clears.
Yeah, you give it some more time, and it fully clears.
Ismark like takes a big deep breath and a slow exhale, partially of relief, but also like he feels kind of drained from trudging back through some of the trauma of his past and the pain of not being able to help those he cared about. But it feels good to do something right. And he'll collect himself a bit and come walking back into Mrs. Kai's abode. And can't help but hide a little bit of a smile because it does feel good to have, you know, something of a win under his belt. But Ismark just kind of like gestures to his eyes. Check it out.
How would one say that, Kai, by the way?
Room lease.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's right. We know Kai's last name.
Apologies, it's not really come up very often.
Oh
It's
yeah,
okay.
I,
I didn't even make a
just
name
seen
for your mom, so
Oh, I did.
it.
so it's just like, I feel like this is another Kai thing.
While Ismark was outside. By the way, I do apologize, madam. I've been so rude. My name is Cadmus. Might I know yours?
Help.
Sorry.
The DM says he doesn't have a name yet, so Joseph jumps in and forces him to think.
Well,
up
no,
one
there's
on
a-
the
there's a-
spot.
I said that she had one.
Yeah.
Apologies.
I was like, this is Kai's deal.
Suni.
Oh, that's cute.
Hi, I'm Suni. You said Broomleaf?
Broomleaf, yes.
Broomleaf. Suni Broomleaf.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Job is absolutely fantastic. And
Cadmus, where are you looking?
honestly, no, in all honesty, I think his manners got the best of him.
Yeah. Roll me a wisdom save.
Yeah, like I said, I think like after all this time, with a new person, his manners got the best of him. You said a wisdom save?
Yes.
Cool. That's a 10.
Nope. Itchy eyes.
Oh, scheiße.
But yeah, at least y'all know what to do now.
Well, if Ismark is willing to show up.
Ismark's like probably super introspective right now. It's like, oh yeah, there's that.
He's kind of riding a high from like, you know, a victory, something going right for him. So he's actually pretty like excited to share about it. Check it out.
It's gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
Hey, Shaggy and Bella, I need y'all to roll me another survival check to see how well you cleaned up this kill. Either A, one each, or one get the help action for to get advantage. Y'all did fucking great. Yeah, y'all have enough for meals there and halfway back for sure. Between
Nice.
Yeah. And this is split amongst like everybody. This is a big stag. Unless
So
you don't want
Ismark,
to share,
you-
and then you just tell me, and I'll give you a random amount. I think I already have the number in my head, though.
Ismark, did you share about all that? Like, that it's just being introspective?
I just felt myself thinking on kind of what I mentioned to you all about what I can regret, what I would have liked to have changed, and what that would have looked like, and then kind of like what I want to be now, or how that moment impacted me and led me to, what drives me and motivates me now. Yeah, but there's some heavy stuff to trudge through, but yeah, I'm glad I did it. I feel lighter, and I had 2 biscuits.
Okay.
And Ismark kind of flips the dagger and kind of extends it. Like, if does anybody want to give it a go?
Who's next?
Is there is there a body of water nearby?
Yeah. Just head east for a bit.
Not that far, if I might ask.
Just like a 10-minute walk.
Alright. I'll use that. And, I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
And Cadmus walks off.
As Cadmus leaves, Ismark mumbles to the rest of the group.
Crabs do fart.
No, they don't!
I thought he was further away. He doesn't walk very fast.
I just have a decent perception.
In response to Paige's message, it's much harder to assist yourself when looking forward to the future because it's scary to have a definite thing sometimes. There's some people who love a definite thing. You don't need that right now. What you need is something your character's goal is, and to find out who they are and why they're becoming this person. It might be very difficult, but a small step is still a big step in the long run. You know, a step forward is a step forward, essentially. I hope that helps out a bit.
Possibly. I can remember all that.
Yeah, I tend to kind of rattle off.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But, you know, asking for clarification is something I can definitely do to assist you in this scene. Yes. We want to do Cadmus's thing real quick? Or do you need more time, Cadmus?
I think I can wing it.
Okay, I can be Sunni, sorry. And walk away too.
I mean, yeah, Cadmus is just going toward, whatever she directed that body of water.
Okay.
Toward him.
All right, you walk away. Kai, she asks for your knife.
Here you are, mother.
And kind of walks away to her bedroom.
Wonder if we both have the same thing in mind.
Did Kai just say that out loud?
They murmured.
Ismark continues picking crumbs out of his beard.
Separate snack, separate snack. The more pieces, the more snack. All right, Cadmus. Ready, Freddy?
Yep. Which, by the way, just a quick note. On the way there, he does use the blue ring that he has that Tusk unlocked, just to cast Identify like on the curse, see if he can get any additional information. So I can cast Identify once a day from that.
No, not the Bible, just 5e.
No, the 5th edition Bible.
I'm trying to think. Anything identifiable? You put me in a pickle.
Sorry.
I'm going to say no for now.
Okay.
Until I can figure out what exactly I want to, how I want to word it verbatim, because I don't want to give you a broken curse. Like the curse is, I know the basis of the curse, but if I want to be verbose about it and precise, I'd need a little bit more time, because I know what it does, but I say it in such a raggedy way where it's here and there, that it might be misconstrued.
Sounds good. Your spell is buffering.
Yeah, maybe along the way it'll just load up.
This has been another use of the Identify spell.
I absolutely love that one. Gotta buy the DLC. Yeah. For money, you can know.
The curse is in the base game, the cure is in the DLC.
Like American healthcare. No, anyways. So, let's see. Yeah, you walk up to the small little lake. You pass up Shaggy and Bella cutting open, like, in packaging, or like, yeah, putting this meat into like 27 packages. But yeah.
Kind of just walks by them silently. Honestly, he's probably so deep in thought he doesn't even notice.
Yeah. It like you walking by, just looking down, pondering, and just in the background, just ripping of flesh and stuff like that.
He'd be the person to walk into a bear's den and like deep in thought and just go, "Oh, my mistake," and just walk right back out.
Wait, say that one more time.
Huh?
Did you do your introspective thing or no?
Oh no, no, like I was
Okay.
saying, like he's the person like who gets so deep in thought that he would that he'd be the person to walk into
Okay.
a bear's den as it's eating and just be like, "Oh, my bad," and walk right back out.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So what do you say to this? What do you do to as someone that doesn't know their past as much as everyone else here? What is something you want to change the most?
I sit at the edge of the water, and pull out two items: the cracked holy symbol of the Raven Queen, and the red and green ring with two C's that join to look like mess. That Tusk said, "I hope you don't find out what that means." And he said it like kind of like the ring was very sad, or the meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And just stare at the water. Why is this? And try to think about what those two might be connected to, and how that might have been a pivotal place in my past.
What does the past matter if you're trying to change your present? To you.
The past is everything. The past is yourself, your decisions, your very being. And even if you might not be able to access your past, it's still there. And it's still having an effect on your present. And so it very much impacts everything.
Mm-hmm. There is definitely some cause of effect from your past self. So what are you doing now to make sure that it's the best impact?
Well, before I can put my past to good use, I have to find it. So I'm trying to find as much of my past as I can.
What if you can't find any more? What then?
I'm not sure I could accept that. I think I'd just be stuck. Forever.
In order not to be stuck forever, how are you pursuing your past?
Finding people, finding relics of my past, finding places that might trigger flashbacks. Before you can finish a puzzle, you have to find the pieces.
Some pieces don't want to be found.
Well, still looking for him. And they don't want to be found. I'm actually looking harder for them. I need to know my past. Even if my past is an unpleasant one. Even if it's destructive. In fact, I'm fairly certain it was destructive. But I need to know what I could have done to avoid avoid what seems like a calamitous retribution against at least myself and what seems like those people who put their trust in me.
So to find yourself, to figure out what you need to change.
Why did I lead a rebellion in Mortimer? It's kind of one of the things that I'm asking myself right now. What would have happened if I didn't?
You see the eyes in the knife, or the lake, sorry. The eyes that are in this pond, of yours, the fiery tips kind of bent inwards. A look of concern, and then a kind of a voice that says, "Don't drown," as the sparkle starts disappearing. Until it's gone completely.
That voice, does it sound familiar?
No. It sounds like your own.
Don't drown. He just stays there for probably another 20, 30 minutes. Before heading back.
Cool. Where did I put my box? Okay, Kai? You ready, Freddy?
I suppose.
Oh.
Does my mother still have the silvered dagger?
Oh no, she comes in. Comes back like 20 minutes later, and hands you the knife without kind of looking at your eyes because she knows what's going on. She's like, okay.
Yeah. Mother, before
Yeah.
I take this,
Mm.
did it work?
Well, I'd show you, but I don't want to get cursed.
Look into Ismark's eyes.
And Ismark, you look into her eyes, and they're good. Just a little red.
Ismark just silently smiles and nods.
Good. You remember that old tree?
Yeah.
I'll be there if you need me.
Why not
And,
just stay and do it in the house?
My old room.
Yeah. It's got a couple
Yeah.
more boxes though, but yeah.
That's
Your
all
room.
right. My room, indeed. I don't know when I'll be out, but I will be out.
Well, I'll make something.
Thank you, Mother. I just heads to their old room.
As you kind of like walk out, and kind of behind you, you hear, "So where's the medicine? Do you got the medicine, lady?"
Oh dear.
Ismark, you see David kind of like storm into the room, and kind of trying to like, what's taking so long?
Ismark palms his eyes.
Yeah.
We're making good progress here, boyo.
Okay.
Actually, here. Yeah, and Ismark will walk out with him and
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
instructing him on how he and his crew can
His beautiful boys.
break the curse. Yeah, pass it on to his beautiful boys.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you have a reflective surface of some kind you can pass
In-
about?
kind of like in this, like, in one of his boxes, like the first cart, you see like a collapsible full-length mirror.
Perfect. Also,
Of course.
this is a decent angle for me, actually.
Eh,
Hey.
eh. You know,
Bet
I
you're
didn't know if I
regretting
could
that
say it, but
decision,
you have a slim voice.
I appreciate you saying that. Not the first person to say it, believe it or not. But yeah, just well, and look within, and what do you want to become, and what do you want to change, and you'll be cured.
Wow. Boys, come here, and he flips the full-length mirror on its side and hooks it on the
Just
side
do
of the
them all
cart.
at once.
Yeah. This is a group collective icebreaker and team building workshop right now.
Yep. And as Mark just backs away.
All right, cool. All right, Kai.
Right. So, as Kai goes into their room, they actually sheathe the dagger. The dagger's not the surface they're going to use. In the middle of the room, there is a small pool of water. Would that be all right?
Yes. This is not
Okay,
my
okay.
house. This is not my house.
It's a pool of water. It's not as clear as it used to be, but it still creates a reflection. I just kneels before it and starts looking inward. Back to why they left. They left for a better life, and they made a wrong turn.
Are you
Instead
full
of
Nope.
no, please continue. I wasn't sure if I should continue or not.
You can't. Yeah, it's either or. Are you full of regret?
Quiet.
What's that going to change for the present?
Is that going to change for the present? Yeah. I'm sorry. Like IRL, I am very sorry.
Take your time.
Listen, this is like heavy shit questions, okay? So I understand if this RP, oh my god, the trains. This RP is very introspective to look inside of your character, and sometimes we put pieces of ourselves that we don't really want to, talk about this time. We're not ready to talk about these sides. So I would understand that potentially that could be the case, or this creation of what ifs is something that takes time for you. Creating a backstory takes time, and figure out what fits well. So yeah, if you don't want to do this part and you want me to kind of skip it, and maybe later on you would like to revisit in quote unquote flashback, if you so wish to, we can do that as well.
So out of character, I don't want to do that because that feels unearned.
No worries. Unearned. What do you mean by that? Like the skip?
Yes, it feels like we're just hand waving it, and I don't want to do that.
Hand holding what? The game?
No, hand. Yeah, we're just hand waving this entire segment, and I don't want to do that. I want to go through this.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you feel comfortable doing this.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm just
No, you're
tired
good.
after this week. What? Pardon me. Could you repeat the question?
You gotta give me a second. I usually my questions are kind of off the cuff because I just
fine.
respond to you.
Perfectly fine.
Let's see. What did I say? Something about you feeling regret. You feeling regret for the past. How is that regret being used for your present?
I've been running from it. Been running from it this entire time. I don't know that I want to run anymore.
What does not running look like?
Not running would mean going back. Instead of getting my start in a life of crime, entering, not through illegal means, but through whatever is possible. And as much as I hate to say this, there's much that's possible in Ithaca.
Your past informs your present. It's okay to have those feelings, but it's not okay for your past to inform your future.
No.
Gosh, the little dog's crying now. Okay, let's think. So what does your future look like with this in mind?
This in mind. I might not be able to forget everything I've learned, but I can apply it in a different way. And, well, much as I have ragged on it in the past, perhaps joining the Protectorate would be the best course of action. I no longer want to steal from those less fortunate. I want to protect them. I want them safe.
What does the safety of others give you as an individual?
Directly, well, nothing. I'm aware that for others, it can mean everything. And that, in and of itself, is reward enough.
In your pool of water, you see that the eyes kind of have a little bit of a happiness to it as you see the sparkle lessen and fade away eventually.
Kai stays back there for another few minutes, just taking in the room itself. They haven't been here in 2 years.
Little knickknacks, paddywhacks, you know.
Give the dog a bone.
Do you have a dog? You want a dog? You have a dog.
I have a dog now.
It's old.
No, sweet thing.
How do I do this?
You're fine. Take your time.
I don't know how to do this. Okay, anyways, yeah. You stay there. Kilgore, what are you doing? Oh, are you still fixing your...
Hello.
Hi.
Yes! I'm a technological genius. I ripped this motherfucker apart. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Let me catch up. Hi, Kai's mom. Ismark, that was very brave of you. Casmus, that was very brave of you. And now Kilgore is... He's sort of been like hovering his hand like over his eyes, trying not to look at anyone. just sort of patiently waiting for everyone else to go through their own personal journeys. Well, also he's probably being a bit introspective. A few sessions ago, he had that whole thing with Ismark. But other than that, he's not like doing too much, I'd say.
All right. Okay, cool. Awesome. And Shaggy and Bella, how are y'all doing out there?
You said we bagged up like 27 meals.
Yeah, I
and
had to think how many 3 days was for 9 people, if I counted everybody right. It might just be 30 if I'm doing this correctly.
27 sounds correct.
All right.
Did you get my beautiful boys?
Yeah. I think I did count the beautiful boys, but I didn't count Suni. So I'm just gonna say 30, just to get Suni out of the way, as well. But yeah, y'all did amazing.
Okay, then after we have butchered it, Bella would immediately go to work, like, cooking it.
Heck yeah. Did you want to use the kitchen or did you want to set something up outside?
I'm not gonna intrude on their nice kitchen. I'll do it outside.
Okay. Barbecue, says Shaggy. Oh yeah. I don't want to keep roll. I don't want to keep rolling survival, but I don't think there's anything else. In all honesty,
It's performance. It's always
it's just a performance.
Oh, it's an 8.
And then what's it called? Shaggy? Oh yeah, Shaggy. Shaggy is trying to cook everything, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is part of the story.
I think Shaggy and Kilgore bonded over cooking.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
BB seems like she's got a recipe and always wants to learn. So I'll let her headline.
Oh no. You're gonna be sorely disappointed.
Yeah, especially if it's Barovian style.
Go ahead and roll
When
with
you cook,
advantage.
you gotta make some mistakes. That's how you make omelets. I'm sure the first guy who made one thought he was making something else.
Let's see. Go ahead and roll. Shoot, what do I want to roll? Roll one more time for performance. Someone's helping you out.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Now that's a barbecue. But yeah, you guys smell the smoke of logs as well as the cooking of meat starts going on. So yeah, after this very emotionally draining day for a good portion of y'all have to thank BB and Shaggy kind of helping out with the chopping up, for this magnificent feast.
It's the happiest you've seen Ismark yet.
Hell yeah. And you see the David and the boys are just kind of like circled up at this point, without the sparkles in their eyes, and they're just like kind of like talking and patting each other on the back and like just letting it all out.
Family, a little family therapy session.
Yeah.
Glad Ismark bowed out of that.
But yeah, you'll have a eventful night. Is there anything in particular you'd like to talk about? I'm now more as soon as the curse is gone, that's what I the identify spell Cadmus kind of pops up, and I'll tell you kind of what I have in mind. Okay. Cadmus is muted.
All right,
No, you're good.
my bad. Yeah, sounds good. I honestly, considering what, like kind of what he, what's it called, considering what he thought about, saw in the vision, whatever. I imagine like he kind of got the information from the identify spell and then was like, yeah, whatever, and like kind of repressed it and is now actually processing it.
Okay. This curse is called the Curse of the Architect. Um, it is kind of the idea of how people keep saying like, oh, the Egyptian pyramids were made with the assistance of the stars. Um, it seems like as you looked at Ithaca and you saw that extra layer to it, that potentially there's more to come, or this is how it's supposed to be built next. Um, as long with along with the curse of or this blessing with being able to have this foresight, it also kind of it highly is highly kind of shut the fuck up. Okay, I got this. um, it's dependent on others, what is outside of oneself, and is forcing you as the inhabitants of this curse to always look outwards. To stop it from looking outwards, you must look inwards, self-reflect, construct yourself, and have a plan. Much like the plan for these buildings, these giant things. If you're focused on that, very less you can't focus on yourself. Yeah, that's basically it. And also, I didn't realize how well it would become a good device to develop's backstory.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, awesome. Got that written down.
All right. Any other questions before we jump to the next day?
Am I muted? I don't know.
You're good now.
No, you're not.
I picture having kind of a nice time around the barbecue, join each other's companies, singing some creepy Barovia songs that are supposed to be like fun celebratory songs, but they're not. They're creepy.
Gotcha.
And today the werewolf only took four kills.
But evil things and robes of sorrow assailed the monarch's high estate. Let us mourn. Tomorrow shall dawn upon desolate.
Thank you.
You know, I had expected songs about drunken sailors, not this.
You can thank Edgar Allan Poe for that one.
Oh, everyone could see me on stream sneezing. Okay. Suni has some vegetables that y'all can grill up for Kilgore.
Yay. I'm going to bed hungry.
Brewing tea.
So, by the way, Esmark, what's with the tea regimen every night?
It's a preventative measure. You know, keep the body strong and the bad stuff away. My father would call it Barovian vitamins.
All right, I'll be right back and grab some water.
Aha!
I know, Kai. Page. Kai Page. Page Kai.
Cage.
Cage. Pie. I, pardon me, it's pie.
I can never find these stinking tea rations. Also, I'm really proud of myself. I think Barovian vitamins is very clever.
Yes.
Yes.
When I heard that come out of my mouth, I was like, yes. Yes, that's
That
That
on
is
a
amazing.
t-shirt.
absolutely something that people there would say.
Your mother seems lovely.
Thank you. She's very nice.
How old is she? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, forgive me, I've forgotten how old I am.
She is 412 years old.
Um, she's approaching her 60s. In fact, I think she's only about a year or two away.
Okay, and she seeing anyone?
I don't know how her and father get along, actually. It's been even longer since I've seen father.
So he's still in the picture or no?
You'd have to ask her.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, they're separated. She still has his name, but I'm unsure.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. No reason, just getting to know my friends.
Sure, is Mark. Sure.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Oh, you fools. I love it. Alrighty then. Alright, next day.
Your shot is Mark.
Alex, no.
Adrian.
Yes. We're good for the next day?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. The next day rolls around. The smell of like campfire burnt wood is still lingering in the air, and you'll pack up everything, clean as a whistle, and head to Chantel Lake. It's not too far from where you're all at currently, and you get there by like early in the day, not like exactly the morning, but pretty like 2-3 hours after waking up, whatever that means for whoever wakes up whenever. I don't time's an illusion, you know.
True.
Probably around like 11-ish.
11 or noon or something like that. Let's see. There is there's kind of a few people kind of still walking about, but you see that David goes and kind of starts packing everything up, or unpacking everything, and starts heading to vendors and shops and things like that around town. And he kind of like, you guys can go peruse around. We'll be good by the end of the day, and we can start heading back.
You don't need any muscle with you?
I mean, sorry, it's still early. He goes, no, this is the easy part. If there's any trouble, the town guard can take care of it.
Are your boys going with you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, the boys still got to work a
Beautiful,
little
beautiful
bit.
boys.
Yes.
Beautiful boys.
My beautiful boys. Yes, the beautiful boys have to come with me.
Yeah.
Strapping lads. Okay.
So yeah, what do y'all wish to do in this town? Relax, wait, time skip.
What kind of stuff's being sold? Is this like a market? Is that where I should be picturing?
It's it's not a market in particular. It's just like a. No, it is a market. Oh fuck it, let's just call it a market. When I think of market, I think of like open shops and like, but this is like buildings. But the buildings are close enough that I'd consider a market. Yeah, I would say out here the main thing you're gonna see is kind of more. It's more boating, fishing stuff around this area. So it's like, because it's by Chantel, it's on a Chantel Lake. And that's the main business, is getting fish here and then also sending it to Ithaca as well. And you also see some like products that look kind of off, not off, but futuristic. It's like testing products from certain guilds that have been sent down for the townspeople to try out. But other than that, just run of the mill, clothing shop. I don't know what else. How about I just think about my own hometown? Clothing shop. There is, a bit of a food store, stuffs and whatnot, and it's like furniture that has been made in Ithaca that's being sold here. Yeah, that's the main thing that's going on here. There's nothing too like weaponry or magical items, things like that. Other than the ones that have been imported from Ithaca.
Is there sand around?
Yes.
Like, it's it's like kind of deserty, huh? Is that what you said?
The desert-y part is to the west.
Oh, okay. But it's sandy.
But I mean, once you get to the edges of it, it's kind of sandy, more gravelly.
Could Ismark stick his lightning rod into the sand and do a couple rounds of shocking grass to try to create some lightning glass?
Yeah.
He'll do that and just kind of wander around the shop and see if he wants to try to like trade for any little trinkets with lightning glass.
Gotcha.
And sorry, I'll let other people talk. Right after this, Ismark would like to keep an eye out for the kind of otherworldly plants, life, and stuff that Kilgore mentioned has been kind of like escaping into our realm or whatever.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll let you know. All right. What do other people want to do here?
Are the shops like directly on the beach or just?
No, this is a little bit more inland.
Okay. Kilgore would also be keeping an eye out if anyone else is selling any Fae related stuff or shit like that.
Okay.
Anything that stands out to him.
Where the hell?
But also just anything interesting as well.
Alright, cool. As you're looking around, you start to every now and then you'll see a flyer for I think it's the New Dawn. And going through one of the shops that has kind of like lures and such, you see in the window there is a plant that does look like it's been. Actually, roll me a nature check.
I'm a druid. I should be good at that. But it's intelligence, isn't that fun?
Yeah.
For no reason. Oh, okay.
Okay. This plant's been crossbreeded with a plant that used to be from the Fae.
Good.
It seems like something's going on. What is this? It's not it. It's not that plant. This plant moves and eats small animals, but instead it's pretty docile and kind of sways with the wind a little bit more so than usual.
Just and what kind of store is this being sold at?
It's not being sold. It's just being in the window. It's a lure shop, a fish shop.
Oh,
So somebody is just putting it up for like kind of like window shopping appeal, kind of like it's just pretty looking kind of thing.
I'm gonna do something stupid.
Always a good choice.
Kilgore is gonna do something morally gray. He wants to try to pocket it without anyone noticing. You know, I'm used to my sleight of hands being 30 plus. Let's see what this is, huh?
Oh boy.
Is it like, are there lots of people around the shop or anything like that?
No, there's like one or two other customers.
Shit.
So there's a chance.
I'm gonna. Where's Ismark?
Yeah,
So-
where is this mark?
At this, I mean, if it's depends. Ismark's also keeping an eye out, but Ismark did say they're gonna go to the beach, so Ismark's kind of like
okay.
a bit away, making glass. Every now and then you hear a.
Shoot. I mean, oops.
Nobody else has told me that they've been doing anything else. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
no, I'm waiting for this because I want
Same
to.
here.
I am very entertained by Kilgore's moral complexities.
Yeah. Kilgore's not quite ready to admit he's been a bad friend lately. It was hard enough with Ismark. I think I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay.
Just kind of casually try to pick it up and take it with me as I walk by. Do I roll? Or...
Yeah. Depend. I mean, you can tell me something other than sleight of hand if you think you can convince me.
Well,
tell me what you got.
I don't think I can, to be honest. There's no brain capacity for that right now, but
Okay.
I'm noticing a bad score for the sleight of hand, and I'm gonna go for it. Okay.
Oh no.
I miss playing Rogue.
Excuse me. That's my plant.
Me?
Yes, you with my plant.
Oh, you must be mistaken, my friend. I brought this with me.
No, I don't. Okay. No, that's been there for like a past week or so.
Are you sure?
Excuse me, are you gaslighting me?
I don't even know the meaning of the word.
Roll me deception with disadvantage.
Oh, God. Where are you? That's whatever that is.
Okay,
13.
let's check this guy's insight. Oh shit, there goes my...
Don't let Kilgore lie to you. He's gonna be really bad at that. I brought it with me.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, yay.
I did actually drop it. I told myself I wasn't gonna count it. It was a 19. And I'm like, okay, let's give him a chance. No, just better. Like, guards, guards! And starts
dear.
shouting for the guards. Do you just run out with the plant, or do you just leave it and run?
I take it and run. This is going so downhill so quickly.
As you run out, all you hear is in like far away, just more lightning. And you see like some guards going towards the lightning as well. And you see like two kind of peel off and say, "Hey, he's running." So you get two on you. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna. What else is going on before? What are other people doing? Do the people see this outside? Are people just chilling by the what's it called, the carts?
I was actually going to shop around for possibly some. I'm a little strapped. I'm a little strapped for cash right now, but possibly some jewelry.
Okay. There's a jewelry shop. It's kind of like there's some gems, but it's mostly like shiny rocks found in the lake kind of thing.
It's more looking for metal than gem or stone.
Okay. You might be able to find that for sure. I mean, they're gonna go. Let's see. What exactly are you looking for?
Oh, possibly a ring, maybe a bracelet.
Gotcha. Bracelet 5 silver, ring 2.
Oh,
I'm just throwing numbers out there, dude.
I can afford that. Sold. That's 7 silver altogether.
Yeah.
Sold.
Sold.
Lovely.
All right, cool. As you're filing your transaction, you just hear lightning as well as people shouting for guards. Okay, what is everybody else doing? This is like happening right before Kilgore gets caught. So this is like the scene of everyone getting a little snapshot of what they were doing right before they see Kilgore just like walking by the window, being chased by guards.
Cadmus is gonna try to find I know we have enough for a few right now, but no harm in stocking up. I'm gonna try and find someone that's selling herbs that like that could be used for crafting healing potions. I know we have a few batches of herbs right now for that purpose, but
Another 5 batches they can sell you.
okay. And how much were those? How much for each?
I don't know. I forgot. You think I write down prices? Shopping's like my least favorite part, but so because I hate numbers. Let's see. I don't know. 5 gold.
Okay. Does anybody? Actually, I am the person in charge of the Protectorate Fund, and someone thought that was a good idea, so I am taking it out of the Protectorate Fund.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Yes, like so there's an initial feeling of guilt, and then I go, hey, trust me with it. That poor choice is on him. And hand over 25 gold for all 5.
Wonderful. All right, and Shaggy.
I guess he was gonna tag along with Kilgore, so maybe he's like, you know, behind him. Like,
So when he tries to steal a plant, do you associate with him, or do you kind of like walk away while he's getting caught?
I do not know this
like,
person.
maybe like he was meeting up, like, oh yeah, here I see my buddy. So he's like following. I picture he's gonna run into him as Kilgore is running out, if that's what I heard he's doing.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Shaggy and Kilgore, what do y'all do? What do y'all? Kilgore, what do you do when you see Shaggy? Just kind of like like coming towards your shop.
Is this pre or post getting caught?
This is post getting caught. Like you're on your way out, trying to get out.
Fuck. He's going to run towards Shaggy, which now I'm thinking is a little imposing. As Mark has described the purple minotaur doing this. And as he runs like up to Shaggy, he's like, hold on to this. And he hands him the fucking plant. And he keeps running.
Okay.
All right. Just kind of watches him, I guess, like, he's having like a Sunday stroll, I guess. So he just kind of watches him go. Wonder where he's going in a hurry.
Stop right there! Stop right there! And you see two guards running towards Kilgore. Ismark, you get how many blasts are you doing, by the way, on the beach?
I mean, I just described it as shocking grasp, which is a cantrip.
Oh, I thought you were like firing lightning.
So I know, but I was like, I think he's just going for like, an effect. So I like it.
Okay, sorry.
Move. But just enough. I actually think Ismark would actually probably try to just trade these for snacks he finds in the market. So just like a handful of shards to try to get some, tasty seafood or something.
Roll me Arcana to see how many shards. I'll say base you have 3 like nice good pieces of shards, and then whatever.
Strong one.
Okay, you get 3 large shards.
Nice. All right.
Wait. With that one, does he break one?
No.
Natural one. It was a 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
It was a 2. It was a 2.
One.
The bastard's 1.
Oh my god.
So with his three shards, he just starts walking back into the market, keeping an eye out, or maybe a nose out for some vendors selling some tasty treats.
All right, sounds good. Most as you walk in, you just see 2 guards chasing after Kilgore, and
I tripped.
Shaggy holding a potted plant.
Ismark sticks out a foot to trip the guards.
Oh no, they're like Kilgore's running away from y'all, from your position.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like snacking on some clams, watching a giant minotaur run through the.
Just a bucket full of clams.
Yeah. Okay. Ismark's gonna kind of raise an eyebrow and start just kind of walking behind the commotion, following it.
All right. Kilgore, where the hell are you running? Where are you running?
Towards the water?
Oh, okay. So you're
beach.
going towards Ismark. Okay, Ismark, you can
Yes.
trip somebody.
Excellent.
Oh.
Ismark will just kind of play the buffoon as they pass, and just actually, if he's got a bucket of clams, he'll just make a big scene and just spill the buckets out and take out the lead guard, which will also probably take out the rear guard, and just a big commotion of clams and bombs.
All right, go ahead and roll me either like a performance or deception, whatever you want to do, and then that'll be the DC they have to like dex check to not get like fall over it.
Yeah, perfect. I love it. Deception then. Yep, that's pretty good. 25.
Oh, fucking shit. Okay. That's a natural 5. That's a natural 1.
Also good.
Yeah. That's a 19, but it's still not going to beat a 25.
Yeah, with a 25, I'm hoping maybe to keep some of the clams still in the bucket for eating.
It's just the shell, like the empty shells.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Yeah.
Kilgore, you get out. You with the 25 deception check, you're able to get away from these guards.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Just these old hands of mine. I can't do anything right nowadays. Have a clam. Here, take one.
Then you see one of them just like as you hand it to him, he's like, "No, I'm and he starts swelling up.
Oh no!
Just put honey on it. And starts walking away.
All right. Wonderful. Shit, yeah. What now, Kilgore?
I can't believe that fucking worked.
You rolled a 25. I told him the rules. The rules were fair.
Shit. I think I'll probably just head back towards like do they leave the guards?
You're able to kind of like they kind of like keep if you like dip or dodge or hide away, they go past you and then kind of like start searching around the main square again over time. But yeah.
I'll head back towards his work.
All right.
You owe me like half a bucket of clams.
I'm so sorry. Everything went wrong.
What happened? Why are you running for them?
It's from I found a plant. Oh God, I give it to Shaggy.
Are you trying to tell me you stole a plant?
Just it's a moral gray area. Okay, you can't fault me on that. But yes.
Wait, like a plant, like the ones you were telling me about?
Yes, I don't know.
Interesting.
It's
no judgment here, Kilgore. If anything, I'm oddly proud.
Of me committing a crime?
Well, you have to understand, I lived in Gray, so nobody hurt.
That's true. I think. Well, they could have been hurt. The plant they had is usually quite dangerous, but this one seemed to be a bit more docile.
And the clams are already dead, I think.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry about your clams.
I'm not actually entirely sure how clams are prepared, to be honest.
I don't know. I don't eat animals.
We had a few bodies of water where I'm from, but you usually didn't find clams there. You found like bloated bodies.
Oh my God.
And we didn't eat those.
Thank you for the clarification. I was concerned for a moment.
Important distinction. Well, where's this plant? You said you give it to?
I accidentally gave it to Shaggy. It was in panic. Now I feel bad. I'm pretty sure this is my first time interacting with him.
Well, let's go find Shaggy then.
Yes. God, I hope it didn't eat him.
The plant?
Yes.
Oh.
I told you where I'm from is very dangerous.
Okay, we should maybe walk fast then.
Yes.
You want a clam?
No, I don't eat. No.
Oh, right. Sorry, I forget these things sometimes.
Oh, good.
All right, you meet up with Shaggy. Shaggy, what are you doing as everyone kind of comes together? Sorry, I saw that you were starting to type.
How long were they gone? Yeah.
They were gone for like 10, 15 minutes, maybe.
Oh, wow. How big's the plant? Like, is it? Can I put it in my pocket or?
Not in the pocket. Like it's in a pot.
Okay, no.
It's got like 2 to 3 foot length like leaves with like a center bloom of what looks like a 2-petaled like red flower. It looks weird because like the petals are kind of jagged at one end, but not like sharp. They just look angular.
I don't know why I'm pausing. I don't really know what Shaggy would really be doing to kill time. Maybe he's just is there like a square that was kind of by the shop? Maybe he's just sitting down, like, I don't know, kind of watching, getting the lay of, the town, trying to maybe see if there's, what's the word? Unusual elements that kind of stand out once you can filter out the background noise, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. You just want to blend in? Is that what you're saying? Or
Pretty much, and he's looking for people who are also like purposely trying to like lay low, He's bounty hunter scoping a new area, trying to see who needs to watch out for.
Okay. So as you kind of sit down at this kind of like square, this is kind of where they unloaded all the boxes as they're starting to kind of like distribute it to the shops. David and the beautiful boys. You see that there's a person kind of walking around with like a handful of flyers. Not like he's not like holding it like a textbook, but more holding it kind of like very loosely, like 10 or 15 worth in his hand. And you see him kind of like looking back and forth.
Kind of low-key, people watch that guy since he seems like he's got some squirrely business going on.
You see him every now and then kind of like enter a shop and like go between buildings and stuff like that as he's walking around this area.
When I see him pop back out, is he, especially after he's done that a few times, has his pamphlet amount gone down? Does it look like he's like canvassing?
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
But yeah. Do you wanna? I mean, eventually he comes down to like almost nothing, and he kind of like stuffs the last one into his pocket.
I was about to say, I was like, I don't know how much time you want to spend on me, like people watching, but yeah, I was wondering like if there's like any pattern, if I notice like, oh, he's hitting certain types of shops, or just trying to see what this dude's business is about without taking too much time at the table.
Hey man, you haven't talked too much, so I was trying to give you that time.
That's all right. I'm kind of tired tonight.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Here then, I'll just kind of over this period of time that you've been watching this person, eventually you get the feeling that it seems like his pattern isn't anything in particular. It just seems very sporadic, and it doesn't seem like certain shops are saying yes or no or lowering the pamphlets. It's sometimes hard to see as he's kind of going in and out of shops very quickly. But the ones that he stays longer, definitely that one. Usually he has a flyer there. But other than that, it doesn't seem like only fish shops or only florists or jewelers or anything like that. It's kind of hit or miss. And this guy looks like he might be just cold calling, canvassing, this kind of thing.
And then last question, do I notice anybody, like I guess does, sorry, I have it in my head.
No worries.
Does it look like when he's out like canvassing, like the townspeople, I know they probably are kind of not really notice him, but does he seem like he's, I'm trying to think of an appropriate example too. Okay, so like when I traveled abroad, there were like, for lack of a better word, like cults that kind of would try to like canvass and get people to yada yada, and I found that out because the townspeople in Loweswood, not only like our coordinator told us about it, but like those people kind of ostracized or like kind of stuck their nose up whenever those kind of people were around. I guess that's where I'm going with this. So I get a general sense that their presence is not appreciated around town. There we go.
There we go. You got, it just took a story to
It's
get that
just stuck-
sentence.
Stuck the landing.
Yeah. It seems like, due to the fact that this is just kind of like an hour in the afternoon, that there's not too many people kind of in the streets. But I would be able to say that, yes, it does look a little, what's it called? That most people are just like ignoring it. I mean, people are handing things out. Like, hey, this is my garage show. Can you come tonight? BYOB. Like, people kind of avoid people that are trying to sell them something that it's nothing that they're looking for.
Gotcha.
So yeah, similar to the ostracization, but less of a looking down, but more like just avoiding.
Yeah, I don't really care what you're selling, kind of a vibe. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. I'm glad I spent 10 minutes on us establishing that.
It may or may not be important.
Good.
Only time will tell.
That's true.
Okay.
And we will look back on this day, and that was when we were first introduced to the BBEG.
I saw that dude. I could have killed him.
No. He was so weak back then.
So many things, exactly. Yeah.
Now he's on a radio channel just spreading
Why did you do
misinformation.
this? And he goes, "Someone stole this plant that was mine. That was at the shop." So it all started.
All right.
Set Ismark and Kilgore, I see.
Yep. There we go.
There it is.
Hey, you don't need me. Yeah, it's them two. What are y'all doing?
He doesn't
Smart.
look eaten.
Can I also ask for my own mental image? Is Ismark speed walking while eating oysters? Is that what I overheard you were doing?
100%.
Clams.
Yes. Clams, sorry.
I think oyster is more appropriate, but yeah, clams.
Yeah.
It's more bizarre this way.
Clams.
Fancy
Clams.
clams are quite the delicacy, I'm sure.
So yeah.
All right. Yeah. Y'all meet up. Is there anything in particular you'll...
We were nervous you got eaten.
Kind of a little surprised by that one. Why is there something eating people around?
Yeah. And Ismark points at the plant he's holding.
You're holding it.
I don't think he picks up on that, and he first thing he does is kind of lifts the pot up to look under,
Yeah.
like there's a bug or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
There is something behind me. Turns around
Ismark's just shaking his head and kind of looking at Kilgore.
Maybe I can take that back from you now, Shaggy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
Careful.
you. And sorry to dump it on you like that earlier. It's quite rude of me, but sort of Isbach, help me.
We simply did what was in the best interest of the people of this fine town.
Yes.
Because they
Shaggy's-
probably don't know that they have a people-eating plant sitting in their window. It's dangerous.
Well, that is a problem then, because how would we be able to be compensated for rescuing said people? We need to make sure that this is put on another prominent display, but maybe. How do you know it's a plant eating or a plant eating plant? How do you know it's it was gonna eat me?
I read it in my book of plants and recognized it.
working odds.
Yes. It's very
Kinda maybe,
deadly.
like, kind of looking at it maybe close. Which part's the teeth?
Welcome
Well,
back to the
this
channel.
one, strangely enough, like, can you describe it again?
Yes, so it's like this. It's got like 3 like large blades of. It's not glass, but like green blades coming out of it. That's not the threatening part. But the middle bloom is this kind of this. It almost looks like a Venus flytrap, but instead of it having that like hard shell of that opens up, it looks like just 2 giant petals that have that same sharp edges around the side. But due to it being a petals, it doesn't look sharp. And yeah, nothing inside of it other than like a god. Thinking about plant biology now, that weird
A
stigma.
pistil and a stamen.
Stay there. We go. So, there we go. Like in the center of it, just a yellow. Yeah.
And that's how it does that. But it this one's a little different though.
How so?
Well, they're usually a lot more aggressive, but this one, I don't want to put my finger near it. I'd rather not take that risk.
Oh, well, it seems sweet. Doesn't get too close, but he gets a little closer, so you kind of hear him, and he goes, I appreciate you not biting me. And speaks to the plant. It can't talk back, but it can understand me.
Okay, cool. Okay, I was like, okay, cool. All right, sounds good. I'm like, do I have to make up a plant voice? Oh God.
No. Maybe though. Laying the groundwork. Laying the groundwork.
All right.
What did it say back?
Said, likes me. I have a way with plants and animals.
Understandable.
Speak with plants. I just got the spell. I remembered. Level 5.
So Kilgore,
Are you casting it right now?
Yes.
No, you want me to make a voice? Okay.
Yes.
What's plant sound like?
Oh my God. Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, DM, what does the plant sound like?
Feed me, Seymour.
I've only seen clips. I've never seen the full thing, but oh, darling, that's fine. You've been taking good, precious care of me, so I do not mind at all. But you can't hear me like that. And just kind of, you see, like, as this plant's kind of like speaking, you see like the leaves kind of like go back and forth, kind of like that.
Sorry to start you up like that earlier, friend.
Oh my. Aren't you one with the tricks? You are quite interesting, aren't you?
Oh, you're too kind. You've got me blushing.
I'm just saying how it is, Shug.
Wow. Oh, I think it said thank you to you, Shaggy. Or something of the sort. But Mrs. Plant, what's your name? Do you have a name?
Well, no one. They called me inside. They called me Little Rosie, due to my. And then kind of you see the leaf kind of slightly bend towards the red complexion of the petals.
Well, Rosie, I have a question to ask you.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Shug.
If you wouldn't mind. Where exactly? How did you get here?
Well, I was bought. I was um, grown out near the coast, not here, much further, where the air tastes like salt.
Was it just like salt? Does somebody have the map open? I do. With the air tastes so by the ocean?
Yep.
Yes.
That's not exactly a genius puzzle. I was a little too proud of that.
Hey, you know what? It's great. It's better than my other long ass one.
That one was good though. Well, I think you and I both know that you're not exactly. You're a little different from the plants around here.
Yes, no personality. They just stand there and they go, wanna, like a bunch of idiots.
Well, I think they're quite cute. It's a little enjoyable not having half of the vegetation try to kill you.
True.
No offense. I
Nah,
know you're
well,
just
I'm
trying to
actually.
survive.
I understand. No, I heard stories, but I've never actually been there. I heard stories from the other plants that were grown in my area. This place is a little less interesting.
I can see that, but I've quite enjoyed my stay here. Anyways, you do you remember anything else about where you came from?
Yes, there was a gentleman with a white lab coat, they called it. A big old goggles, little, almost looked like he had giant eyes, much like some of my cousins. And yeah, kind of wispy at the top. Not like yourself, Suge, with all that fur everywhere.
Oh, well, were there any other plants with you as well?
Oh, a whole bunch.
A whole bunch?
Oh yeah, rows and rows, Suge.
Oh no. This is not good. I'm realizing I sound insane to both of you standing here because you can't understand. I'm gonna try to translate for the planet as best I can to catch them up a little bit.
All right.
Fuck. Rows and rows by the beach, you said, or towards the coast.
Well, I think I didn't particularly travel too far. There was a cart and then a kind of cart that another one that kind of just kind of bounced up and down. Couple of my friends and cousins kind of fell and tipped over and broke open. Unfortunately, so it's so difficult traveling when you're supposed to be just staying still. But here we are, sugar, in a
Agreed.
pot.
Yeah, this is just simply not good. Is there possibly anything else you might remember? What direction you're heading?
Oh, hey, somebody with more knowledge than me. Where does the sun rise and where does it fall?
Rise in the east, falls in the west.
Oh, we would run away from the sun every now and then, and it'd catch up, and we'd be following it. So they were traveled westward.
I'll put that in my notes later. Thank you, Rosie, for all of this. Would you mind traveling with us?
Listen, you're the most conversation I've had that's more interested in these other dullard fellas. So yeah, I wouldn't mind if you moisten up my pedals every now and then. That'd be great, Shug.
You did not have to word it like that. God
Hey,
damn.
Hey, man.
I'm a plant.
Plants.
This is a plant. I'm stream marking that too.
I wouldn't mind having my pedals moistened.
Jesus. No.
I'm sorry you're talking to a sexy plant.
Well, Rosie, also another question. You're quite different than your plant's breed usually is. What exactly do you eat?
Every now there's a couple small bugs, not too big, but they actually got to be caught in the pollen. They fall in, and right below where the pistil is, there's a spot where they all fall down. Not like my cousins who can snatch a whole rabbit.
Or sometimes things the size of me.
Oh, those? Oh, if only I could grow to that big, that size. Ah. But here I am, stuck here.
Well, I'm gonna try to fasten her, like, to my pack. Sort of like, I don't freaking know. Like, I can't, like, stuff her inside.
You can wear her like a baby.
Yeah, kind of like that.
A plant Bjorn.
Like there's little holders on the fucking pack.
Is there like a cup holder for a plant, please?
Like a caddy.
A caddy. One of those hats that have just two like soda cans, but except it's just plants.
I love that actually.
Maybe we'll find a helm along the way. All right, yeah, you can strap this plant to you until you make it back to the cart.
Well, she's decided to join us.
Very good.
Her name is Rosie, by the way.
I was just thinking that Rosie's petals look like they could use some moistening.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ, Ismark. That deity doesn't even exist, but Jesus Christ.
I just read somewhere, and perhaps somebody told me that's how you take care of these things.
I'm sorry, have you all been talking to a plant this entire time?
Yes.
Kilgore.
For exactly 10 minutes, yes.
Oh my, is that person made of water? Oh man.
Why do I have a feeling that plant just talked about me?
You don't want to know, trust me.
The plant is objectifying you.
Why do I have a feeling your plant just objectified me?
Aren't you a tall glass of water?
You're a tall glass of person.
Pardon me.
You just don't want to know, Kai. I absolutely promise you.
Alright, I was just coming to tell you about this surprisingly cheap jewelry I found, but...
Oh.
My god.
Clams are pretty cheap, too.
Clams are cheap. Oh, how wonderful. What the fuck just happened?
Kilgore says these plants don't belong here.
Oh god. Yes. It's the wrong ecosystem. You know, not enough sunlight here.
if you wouldn't mind me asking, what is the proper ecosystem?
More, well, to be honest, to eat more people. It's not that many here. But also...
Kilgore, I'm going to need you to be truthful with me for a moment.
I would never tell a lie.
Is that a man-eating plant you're holding?
No, this one specifically. She's quite nice. If she had the capacity to grow larger, then probably, and you would probably be her first target. But you know, we all have our quirks.
As you say that, the plant shivers.
Where is this conversation taking place?
It's like
Wherever you need
Middle
to be.
of the street.
Oh no, because I said a while ago that like once he was done with the shopping, Cadmus like went away to finish brewing healing potion. So this is great. He's not here for any of this. Oh man, this is funny.
Yeah, literally, it's probably like the cart is like not that far as you're like on the other side of the cart. This is all going down.
I wonder what they're all talking about. Did Kilgore get a new plant? I wonder if that had to do with the running earlier. It's fine.
Kilgore, where did you even get this plant?
I bought it.
I took it.
I'm getting two very different messages here. I would like to, out of character, I would like to insight check that.
All right.
Me too. You have one of them like he took it. No, we bought it. Not telling the truth.
That's 16 no matter what.
It is a fixed point in time.
Kilgore stole it.
No. I'm sorry.
Kilgore, I didn't take you for the thieving type.
Neither did I. It was just an impulsive decision.
Pardon me for asking, but did you have any particular reason for acquiring this plant?
It's very dangerous because I'm struggling.
You're fine, take your time.
I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting lately, but without the magical curse
Oh.
attached to that. You see, I need this plant because I have to return it back to its home in the Feywild.
Oh. Alright.
Because that is also where I am from.
Mark pats Kilgore on the shoulder.
I'm sorry for being a bad friend.
Kilgore, please. This doesn't make you a bad friend, Kilgore.
I've been lying to all of you.
Kilgore. Oh, Kilgore. Do you know how much of my life I've lived as a lie?
No, I've known you for exactly 10 days.
Exactly 10 days. To be honest, I've lost count of the amount of time I've lived a lie. This, Kilgore?
How do you live with it?
I hate to say it, but you get used to it.
Oh no.
This, Kilgore, is nothing. You are not a bad friend.
I feel so dishonest and I don't know. I thought friends were supposed to always tell the truth and be nice and I feel like I've just messed it all up from the start.
Kilgore, if the rest of you will forgive me for this, I'd say Kilgore has the purest heart of anyone here. Kilgore, let me repeat myself. You are not a bad friend. In fact, I would argue you are a very, very good friend. You have been keeping the secret for, I can only presume, to keep something or someone safe.
Yes, because, I mean, come on, these plants can literally eat you. Can you blame me?
No, I can't blame you in the slightest, Kilgore.
And I don't know what's going on, and apparently now there's a whole farm of them.
There's a farm of them?
She said that there's a whole lot of them, and they've been traveling from the coastline, and this has turned into a much bigger mess than I originally thought.
You said something about a white coat and goggles?
Yes, some sort of person is doing all this. And for whatever reason, I don't know.
We need to find out who this person is.
Right.
Before they get eaten.
Yes, or anyone else who knows what kind of ulterior motive this person has. If they have some way to get these, then they must know about the danger of that place. Thank you for your kind words, Kai.
It's quite alright, Kilgore.
And all of you. I will do better about being more truthful from now on. I hope you can all find it in your hearts to forgive me.
Done.
Oh,
Already done.
that was easy. I'll give you more time, Shaggy, don't worry.
Also, I like to point out that technically, we did pay for that plant with about half a bucket of clams.
It's a lot of clams.
It is a lot.
Spent in the service of procuring the plant. Rosie.
I like the way you think.
Are you just like throwing the shells to the side too this whole time, by the way?
On the shoulder. A little bit of salt.
God.
And also like slurping.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And there's like all kinds of stuff in the room.
Let's just trash this whole episode. just gross all around.
Yeah.
And quite pungent, I would imagine.
All right. Everyone, end of day. Is there anything else you'd like to do before y'all head back out?
Are there
End of day, another tea.
Are there any shops that sort of stand out, or is it all just kind of like basic,
Basic.
like seashore kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Sally sells-ing. Where's Sally?
Oh, fucking gross, JJ.
Sally
Yeah,
sells seashore.
yeah, Sally's shop. Yeah, Sally does have a shop there.
Kilgore would also love to collect some shells, like on the beach and shit. If that's there.
Ismar will show you how he makes lightning glass while you're down there, if you'd like.
I would love that.
Roll me some more Arcana. Get some more lightning glass.
Are we doing a beach episode? Shaggy wants to go fishing for some seafood for everybody.
Oh, shit. Next episode's a beach episode. Just the whole thing. I'll fucking make fishing rules and stuff. God. Maybe you can find some nice things and just get, like, named King. Oh, maybe find a big fish. And, like, there's, like, pictures of other fish, and then you have to beat it to make a title for yourself. Anyways, I'll look into it. Whole fucking beach episode. Okay, put that on the. That's gonna be the next title.
I'm
Oh,
Googling,
wake me up
glass.
for the musical episode, please.
God,
No.
I can't. I don't know if I could do it. on a
Got
more
lost
talented
with her
singer
own
podcast.
already.
All right. I guess we'll end it here and we'll do some fishing stuff, some cool ass shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. But yeah, thank you all for joining us for another chapter of the Book of Ithaca. We'll be back here next week unless something happens. But yeah, I'll be streaming between then and now. But yeah, we'll see y'all then. Bye.
Love you, internet.
Bye.
Stupid idiots.
Don't watch this while
Bye.
eating.
Yeah.